Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Donald Kreitner, age 70, of Coleman, will be at 11 a.m. today at Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. Burial in Duck River Cemetery. Holly Pond Funeral Home is directing the arrangements. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. in the funeral home. Funeral services for Tim Paris, age 55, of Holly Pond, will be at 11 a.m. Saturday at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Johnny Wayne Jones officiating. Burial in Flint Creek Cemetery. Hansville Funeral Home directing. Visitation will be 5 to 9 p.m. on Friday. Funeral services for Johnny Alma Terry, age 84, of Hansville, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Roger Whitley will officiate. Interment will follow in the Mount Grove Congregational Church Cemetery. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. The family will receive friends from 5 to 9 p.m. this evening at the funeral home. Funeral services for James Calvin Kofa, age 84, of Coleman, will be at 2 p.m. today at Coleman Heritage Chapel. Jason Hancock and G.T. Robertson officiating. Interment will be in the Shed Cemetery in Trimble. Coleman Heritage Funeral Home is directing those arrangements. Funeral services for Gwendol Lee Eccles, age 71, will be today and will take place at Moss Service Chapel. Burial in the Corinth West Cemetery. Moss Service is directing. Visitation will be from 1 to 3 p.m. this afternoon. Funeral services for Ora Christine McBrayer, age 81, will be at 11 a.m. today at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Burial in Crossroads Cemetery. Moss Service in charge. Funeral services for Willie Mae Merle, age 96, of Coleman, will be at 1 p.m. today and will take place. The family will receive friends from noon to 1 p.m. this afternoon. Memorial services for Richard Dick Van Hopkins, age 75, of Coleman, are incomplete and will be announced later by Coleman Funeral Home. Mr. Hopkins passed away at his residence. Those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2 right here in Coleman, Alabama.
Yes.
We are so close to Christmas, I can almost taste it.
You can. I guess you can taste Christmas.
Well, you know, it's in the cookies and the hot chocolate and and all those things. It's
Yes.
it's getting exciting. I spent last week. I don't remember if I talked about it on the air, but my parents went to Las Vegas
No.
for their 26th anniversary.
Oh.
So I got to sit at home at their house last week with all of my younger siblings.
So you were the babysitter?
I was Mr. Mom.
How did that work out?
It was a lot of fun.
Say that with trepidation there.
The most fun thing about it was I showed up. Okay, so I showed up Wednesday, and the first thing I saw. So my parents bought a farm last year, on a farm with 3 pigs, 2 goats, 2 horses, 5 dogs, 6 chickens.
Any cats?
A cat.
Oh, okay, gotta have a cat
swan.
on the farm. And a swan.
So
this sounds like the partridge in a pear tree thing.
And so I get there, and these stray dogs had dug under one of the pig fences, and all 3 of the pigs were out running around.
What a great
So I
meeting.
showed up to wrangle pigs
Yeah.
and take care of the kids. But it was a lot of fun. My parents had a lot of fun. It was the farthest west anybody in our family's ever been.
Oh, okay.
So he went out there, and I told him, he had us in a group text message, and my brother was like, well, just whatever you do, please don't lose our inheritance. Don't bet the farm. And just come back. We'll get you home safely. But so it's been an interesting week. How's your week been? Okay so far?
It's been great. It's been great.
Are you
Yeah.
going to be able to spend Christmas with any of your grandkids? Or?
Yes. My family's coming in, so I'm
Great,
excited
yeah.
about that.
That'll
And
be a
so,
lot of fun.
yeah, and my grandson and son are going to stay for a couple of extra days after
Hey,
Christmas.
you get
So
some
it'll be
good family
nice,
time in there.
yeah, nice
That'll
long
be-
weekend
yeah.
and stuff. And
So let's go ahead and take a look at the weather.
yes,
Brought
let's
to you by
do that,
Mitch Smith
'cause
Chevrolet.
It doesn't look so great,
It does.
does it?
It's looking a little dark outside. Of course, it's brought to you by Mitch Smith. 2 days, and today you could celebrate by baking pies
for those
in
in
need.
need.
Hey, that's
Okay,
a good
not
idea.
for
right there.
yourself
Not for
now.
yourself, right?
Give 'em away.
Although
Bake them and
it
give
wouldn't
them
be
away.
it wouldn't be a shame if you saved me one.
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad. Let's go ahead and look at the almanac for today. The average high is 52 degrees, the record being set at 77 degrees in 1970. The average low is 33 degrees, with the record being set at -3 degrees
That's cold.
in 1989.
That's cold.
Sunset tonight at 4:42 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 6:50 a.m. -3 degrees. I don't know if I've ever lived through that.
Yeah, we've had -8 last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't remember
or
that.
-6 even, but
That's crazy.
-3s.
There is a look at the southeast radar for you. As you can see, it's just there a lot of cloud coverage there.
A lot of rain.
A lot of rain, yeah.
a
So
lot of
today looks like we're going to have a 90% chance of rain, a high of 65, the overnight low 60 degrees, with that chance of rain continuing through the day. Tomorrow looks like we're going to have a high of 60 with a 50% chance of rain. That rain's not letting up, is it?
But it
On
will.
into Christmas. It looks like it might.
Yes,
it
Christmas
might
looks
clear
beautiful.
up. 48 is the high, a low of 35 degrees. Going into the weekend, looks like we have maybe a little bit more rain forecasted for Saturday, but highs in the 40s and in the mid 50s. So hey, that's not that bad.
Not too bad, but Thursday and Friday look pretty decent.
They look pretty okay.
Yeah.
It might be able to get outside and play with some of those new toys.
Yeah,
or
maybe so.
You never know what this. If it gets cold enough, this rain might bring some snow.
Right, if it
you
got
never
cold
know.
enough, it might.
So we are looking forward to a great Christmas day with clear skies. We also have a Finders Keepers ad, so let's go ahead and throw that up there. See what.
Let's talk about that, because today's the day. Special last-minute discounts available only today, okay? Finders Keepers is really kind of trying to help you out.
I was going to say.
And then, of course, if you're that really last-minute shopper like Dennis, they will be open from 10 until noon on Christmas Eve. So for those of you who still have just a little bit left to do, or you have all of your shopping to do, you can go from 10 until noon and get it knocked out tomorrow at Finders Keepers.
You know what? Finders Keepers is really throwing everybody a bone here.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the 12 days of Christmas ended last week, and then they're saying it's still going on this week.
That's
right. They are helping us out.
That's right. I did some shopping yesterday.
Did you really? Did you get it
I
all?
did.
Are you all done?
Pretty much. I've got one store I want to go just look just today. It's stocking stuffers.
Sure,
but
sure.
I do want to mention, and maybe it's still going on, I'm kind of hoping it is, Coleman Regional Medical Center is doing a fundraiser for hospice, and they were doing their masquerade jewelry event. $5, okay, for anything and everything. It's located in the Colonel Coleman room, and it is basically, you go in there, there's jewelry, there's scarves, there's leggings, there's all kinds of great stuff. $5. Yes, some stocking stuffers. You've got me saying it wrong. But they even had some like little LED lights and things like that. So for stuff for the guys and stuff for the girls, great little stocking stuffers.
So yeah, check that out if it's still going on. That's a good thing.
I know it was going on yesterday. Usually it's a 2-day event. I'm hoping that it was yesterday and today.
Okay,
because I might have to go back.
We're going to have to suggest that for our Facebook friend. I think we have a Facebook friend.
Let's go and see who that is. Well, that's Pastor John Busman holding his brand new baby, I betcha. Oh my goodness, Gabriel is the baby. And so we are so excited to have Pastor Busman as our friend of the day. All he needs to do is come by here and pick up that certificate, and he can get his free barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue right there in the Berlin Quick Stop.
And of course, every couple of days, we'd like to give you a day in history, just to give you an idea of what was going on in the past. This day in 1783, George Washington resigned as the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. He retired after the signing of the Treaty of Paris.
Okay.
So things were looking pretty good for old America back then.
Old America.
Old America. The interesting thing about it is that when he retired, he was, during the time of the war, he was given dictator-like kind of powers, of kind of like he didn't really answer to any. I mean, not as a bad thing. Just he was the guy.
Commander-in-chief.
He was the commander-in-chief, and
the buck stops here.
It said a lot for in favor of, I guess, a republic, that he would step down from that.
Right.
Of course, then he was elected to 2 terms of president.
But
that was what was going on back there in the 1700s. Good, big things. There
right.
was. We have a great show lined up for everybody. Tell us about our guest today.
Well, our guest today is Mr. Ronnie Knight, and I think he does open mic night over at Berkeley Bob's.
Yeah,
is that
and
correct?
a lot of stuff. He was telling us about. He's with a group called the Denim Poets.
Okay, so he writes poetry, correct?
Well, kind
no,
of.
he sort of.
It's a spin on. It's an idea.
Okay.
It's more of an idea that he's gonna share with us.
Oh, good. I'm interested.
Yeah, it's good. You don't want to miss this interview that's coming up. It's gonna come out right after the break, so don't go away.
All right.
Smiling, keeps me shining, feels like a secret that's worth hiding. But I wanna share with the whole world, 'cause every girl deserves to feel like the luckiest girl. Can't you see? You get swept away each time in the beauty of Sorelli.
That's how fast the health information technology profession is projected to grow this decade. That's how much a health information technician can make in the first year. Who will you be? Be one of us and get in a Wallace state of mind. That's how many registered nurses the national job market will need in this decade. Will you be one of them? Across the country, that's the median annual pay for RNs. Be one of us and get in a Wallace state of mind.
As soon as you've conquered coq au vin, there's chocolate to souffle. There's baklava to build from scratch, and béarnaise to top epic fillets. There is you and your guts, and heat that you can trust. KitchenAid Even Heat technology gives you incredible control over sautéing, melting, and simmering, and the most even baking across all racks. And when everything you try turns out, there's so much more to make.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Welcome back to the show. We are joined today by Mr. Ronnie Knight. He is, I guess, are you the Denim Poet?
Yeah, the Denim Poets is really not a band, and it's not just me. The Denim Poets really is what I call a music and arts project. It's a collection of friends who get together and play music, and some of these guys have some fantastic manual skills. I used to build guitars for a living, so some of the friends that I have kind of gathered up are people who are really good with their hands, and so we're not just a music project, we're something of an arts and handicraft project as well.
Well, most of the time musicians are artsy.
Right.
I put them in that category.
But these guys are really good with their hands, some of them are, and some of them used to help me in my guitar building shop years ago.
Okay.
And so some of them learned some of this stuff from me, which is kind of cool to see it resonate on through the years.
So when you say good with your hands, you're actually talking about not just picking, you're talking about building.
Yeah. Right.
So now tell us a little about, so are you a full-time musician, or do you have a day job?
I have a day job. Matter of fact, I saw Warren Haynes of the Allman Brothers here recently. You've heard of the Allman Brothers.
Right.
Warren plays guitar with him, and I built him a guitar a number of years ago and was telling him that I had actually gone from...
I'm going to move this up just a little bit because I'm worried it might be rubbing. Okay.
I had actually gone from being... He said, I got to tell you, Ronnie, I wondered what had become of you because I used to see them all the time. And I told him, I said, well, I got out of guitars and I got into rockets. I work for NASA now. I'm a contractor on the SOS program.
Bit of a change there.
Yeah, Warren patted me on the shoulder and he said, so you took a step down.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was great. He's a great guy. He really is.
Well, that's great. So tell us about some of the music. Now, do you write personally?
I do. I have written a number of some. Matter of fact, this, what I'm calling a project, a music project bunch, we've been in the studio some this year. We've not finished a recording. I've written about 12 songs in the last 3 years, and we're trying to put this together into an album. This kind of came out of a group I had back about 20 years ago called Barrel House, which was a three-piece blues band. Some of the guys that are in the Denim Poets were in that, but then we also have other people that join in with us on flute, violin, mandolin. We've kind of branched out into all different kinds of music.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what kind of genre do you think this is? Is this jazz? Is it bluegrass? Is it country? Is it...
Well, I know when we played at Bob's last Saturday night a week ago now, we did everything from Duke Ellington to Willie Nelson to Neil Young.
So basically it is.
It's all kinds
country,
of
it's jazz.
I was a little concerned going in there with that set list because I had some older friends playing with us and then some very young people playing with us. And, you know, I wanted people to bring songs they like to do, and we did some of our own original stuff. But the set list was very eclectic, and that concerned me a bit. But we pulled it off, and at the end of the night, I mean, people said they really loved the variety of it. So that was great, you know.
Well, you kind of probably touched on a little bit on for everybody. You know, you made everybody happy because, oh, I like that song, and not so much that, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So very good.
Yeah.
And where do you get your inspiration to write songs?
From people like David Olney.
Oh,
well, actually, I'll tell you where I get my you know, if somebody wants to write songs, or if they want to do any kind of writing, the first thing you need to do is you need to live.
There you go.
And then you need to write.
There you go.
Matter of fact, one of the things that I have been doing this year is I have been writing a blog. I have well over 200, I guess now, stories from different people that I have met when I was doing guitar building and as I have played. And I have actually started a blog called Bent Note Blog from a Denim Poet. This is just a printed copy of some of the things I wrote this year that I plan to give my folks for Christmas because they're not online type people.
Sure.
But
so no surprise. The surprise has been blown.
There's a lot of inspiration that comes out of life, but this guy David Olney, for those of you who are last-minute Christmas shoppers, you can go out and buy a download of this and then order the disc. David Olney is probably the greatest songwriter I have ever known. He was a friend to Townes Van Zandt, Chris Christopherson, people like that. And he has written just through the years. I knew him as a graduate student at Vanderbilt some 30 years ago, and he has just continued to put out extraordinarily high-quality songwriting. So I take a little cue from people like David Olney, and there's a man named Chris Whitley who was a friend of mine, and no relation to Keith Whitley, but he's the most brilliant artist I ever met.
Okay.
And one of the things that I'll play a little later is just a little bit in the Chris Whitley vein. That is something that I have written.
So from a combination of things then, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it should come from really good inspiration can come from any direction. A friend of mine at Marshall Space Flight Center had a lady said to her that a while back, she said, I think today I'm so out of it, I'm just this side of crazy. That's a great phrase. And so this friend of mine asked her, can I use that? And so we have written a chorus to that, and she's planning on finishing verses for it. So inspiration can come from anywhere.
Well, I've heard, we've interviewed people over the years, and sometimes they'll go, it just hits them, so they'll pull over to the side of the road and they'll write on a napkin, or they'll be at a restaurant and write on a napkin or something. They're scratching this idea down,
Sure.
Because all of a sudden it just hits you, and then before you know it, you've got a whole song based on it.
That's right. You can lose that inspiration really quickly. Matter of fact, this time of day is a great time of day if you're into music to sit down and write, because your mind is so clear and free.
Yes, you're not cluttered yet.
Later in the day is not a good time. Early in the day is great, and of course it's hard for people who actually tour with music or who play late at night a lot to do that.
Right.
But when you first get up, I have found that is a really great time to write.
Yeah.
So tell us about the songs that you're going to play for us today.
Well, I'm going to do one of David Olney's songs. I really don't have anything that is a traditional Christmas song, but, right now we're all thinking about things like New Year's resolutions.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
David has a song here called Roll This Stone, which is based on the myth of Sisyphus, but it's applied to an Indiana mule farmer, and it's about being determined to do what you are going to do. So I'm going to do that song. I want to do a song by a man named Eddie Hinton, who I had become acquainted with. Eddie was one of the studio musicians at Muscle Shoals Sound for a number of years. Then he went out and had a solo career. And Eddie was known as the White Otis Redding, a tremendous soul singer. And he wrote a song called Everybody Needs Love. And I think that is really kind of a Christmas theme, just the theme of love.
Sure.
It's a fabulous piece of Alabama red clay poetry. And so I want to do that song for you.
Right.
And then I'm going to do a song that I wrote called Broken Halos, which is kind of keys off of something that Keith Richards said in his biography, Life. If anybody's into rock and roll history, get Keith Richards' biography, Life. You won't regret it. And then if we have time, I think I'm going to do a song called My Sweet Girl on electric, solo electric, which is about Jim Morrison and Pamela Corson. I've been thinking a lot lately about women and their role as muse and what it has meant for their lives in years past.
That's great.
Yeah, so
Awesome. Well, we are looking forward to have you play for us. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here today.
Thanks for having me.
And we're going to close out the show today with a little bit of, denim poetry, you could say. So don't go away. We're going to come right back and do our merchant ad segment right after this.
Finders Keepers is a unique and fun shopping experience. Lovely antiques, collectibles, or vintage items, we have what you're looking for at Finders Keepers in downtown Coleman. Furniture, repurposed items, and treasures from the past. They all make the store a fun place to shop. Fashion accessories and even original art are offered by local artisans. It's truly a unique shopping experience. Merry Christmas from us all at Finders Keepers.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
On Your Own Home Furnishings is locally owned and operated by Dan Stevens, offering bedroom furnishings including mattresses and bedding, living room furnishings including sofas, loves, and recliners, dinettes, appliances, and more. Not in stock? We'll order it. king mattresses starting at just $5.99, queen mattresses starting at $4.99, and adjustable beds with queen memory foam starting at $14.99. Great prices, brand names, cash or payments, free delivery, $20 for referrals. Located at 315 4th Street Southwest. Call 256-734-4545. We make it easy, you make it happen.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Welcome back to Today on 2. This is the part of the show where we like to give away some prizes and talk about some of the merchants in the area. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off by showing you what we have to give away today. We have a large 5-topping pizza from Coleman Pizza Hut. We have an assorted bag of apples from Steel Orchard. And we have one more pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. So you can have all of these today. If you can answer a trivia question right, let's go ahead and roll with our merchant ad segment. Deb's Bookstore, it's your hometown bookstore just down the road. You get a free mug with the purchase of a $25 gift certificate. So go pick up those last-minute gifts there at Deb's Bookstore and maybe check out that Keith Richards biography.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, coffee and gifts, another place where you could stop in and get some last-minute little ideas for Christmas. They make managing your prescriptions easy, though.
Berkeley Bob's Coffee House and Whole Earth Store. It's a complete espresso bar, and they have tons of great music there. Also, check out their open mic night at channel2.com.
And Pizza Hut, all-you-can-eat lunch buffet, a new featured pizza each and every day. The lunch buffet is from 11 to 2 for just $5.99. What a fantastic deal.
Cotton State Barns, you can buy or rent to own. No credit check, you are approved. Barns starting at $14.96. They do everything you see here, located on 278 West.
And Night Free Insurance, located right there on 1st Avenue. It's been providing insurance coverage now for over 3 generations.
And we have Mr. Hicks Menswear and Formal Wear. It is Coleman's only men's specialty store for suits and sport coats, located on 217 Compass Way.
And Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them for over 50 years now for auto body repair and service, and you can count on them today. That's Mullins Body Shop.
Hair by Loretta. She is a color specialist. She does color, highlights, body waves, straightening, waxing, and spa pedicures. Hair care for the whole family. That's Hair by Loretta.
And Tires for Less, the Bridgestone Firestone dealer. But they do have more than just tires. Go see Greg and the guys. They're open at 7:30 in the morning till 5, Monday through Friday.
Frostings, flavors of the month. This month include holiday peppermint, M&M's, snowball, and gingerbread. Go check out Frostings. Those cupcakes are delicious. And that is the first round of our merchant ads today. Our question today, it involves the Wellness and Aquatic Center. I want you to call in at the number at the bottom of the screen, 734-7399, and tell us about one of the fitness opportunities that are offered there. They have a variety of fitness opportunities, and there's a whole list of them on our merchant ad. So if you can call in and just tell us one of them, you get those great prizes today. Of course, 734-7399, and you can give us a call while we're taking a look at Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hi, I'm Caitlin with Premier Bank, and this is Ashley. Today, Ashley's going to tell us a little bit about our Christmas loan sale.
We are currently running a Christmas loan sale. Stop by one of our 10 locations and fill out an application to see if you qualify. Certain restrictions do apply.
If you have any questions, you can call us at 256-737-9900. Thanks, and we hope to see you soon.
All right, I think we have a call on the line. Can we ask who's calling?
This is Great, thanks. We're going.
How you doing, sir?
Fine.
Fantastic. Can you tell us what one of the fitness opportunities are there at the Wellness and Aquatic Center?
They got walking trail and weightlifting.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you will hold on the line, we're going to get some information from you. So just hold on a second.
Great today, you
Yeah.
know, so people especially that are walkers, today would be the great day to go there and walk indoors, so you
Yep.
can still get your walking
Still
in,
get your walking
but
in.
you don't get all ringed on.
Absolutely. So go check out the Wellness and Aquatic Center. Now let's go ahead and check out that ad and the rest of our ads right here on Today on 2. Steel Orchard, it's the highest quality products at the lowest possible price since 1985. They have Christmas baked items now available, so go check out the Steel Orchard.
And Farmers Insurance. Tommy Warhurst is the agent right there on Highway 157 next to Specialty Pharmacy. You can call today for a free quote, 256-338-3701.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, featuring the family barbecue package at $14.99. It's a pound of meat, 2 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns, located in the Pearland Quick Stop.
And the Casa Cafe, specials every day, but they feature tacos, fajitas, burritos, and more. Buffet on Friday and Sunday, and they're located right across from the main post office.
Chesley Oaks Golf Course is an 18-hole golf course facility and a full practice facility. Beautifully manicured bent greens and 4 sets of tees to suit golfers of all abilities. Open 7 to 7.
And Earl's Body Shop has been voted best automotive repair in Coleman. They have large and small towing available, local or long distance, 24/7. So give them a call if you need some towing done.
The Red Door Emporium and Art Cafe, serving breakfast and lunch. It is artfully delicious. We'll save you a seat Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 7 to 1, next to the Coleman Times.
And the Candy Cane Chill is the blizzard of the month right now at Dairy Queen. Going to last for about another week and a half, so if you haven't tried one, now's your chance. Go by there by the Dairy Queen today.
Be Fit, the fitness facility downtown and next to Renard Gallery and Gifts. It's $100 per month, month to month, no contracts, and your membership includes a free personal trainer.
And there are those fitness opportunities at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic 6-lane competition pool, full fitness center, indoor rubber walking track, aerobic cycling classes, and
lots of other stuff. Whirlpool
Couldn't
Spa.
even say them all.
There's some great stuff for you guys to check out. Maybe grab some last minute Christmas gifts. I think most of these places are open regular hours today and tomorrow.
Maybe until about noon tomorrow.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I think most places are closing up shop around noon.
And then I think just about everybody, even McDonald's, closes, on Christmas Day. So.
Thankfully for those workers there.
Right, so if you haven't gotten your Christmas shopping by tomorrow at noon, you're in trouble.
It's a little late.
You're in trouble.
We're going to come right back and talk about some things that are going on in Coleman with our Community Billboard segment, so don't go away.
In the nation, it's not always pretty, but add brand new belongings from Nationwide Insurance and we'll replace destroyed or stolen items with brand new versions. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
I sell paintings of cats.
I sell antique cameras. I sell mufflers.
Surfboard stemware. I have no idea how to pack this.
I need help.
I need experts. It's fragile. Can you be trusted?
The UPS Store Pack and Ship Guarantee. We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it.
So if anything happens to this,
we'll take care of it.
I love logistics.
We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it at the UPS Store.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
On to our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. All right, Red Cross volunteers are needed. The American Red Cross in Coleman is looking for volunteers for their disaster action team to aid in the relief of those who just had their homes,
who've lost their homes.
Lost their homes. That's that word. I couldn't figure that one out. Lost their homes to fires, flooding, or tornadoes. To find out more about this team and its efforts or to volunteer, contact the Coleman County Red Cross office, 256-734-0921. It's cut off on our screen. That's why I can't read that word. Angel Tree for Seniors, and I bet you today's probably the last day they're going to do this. Southern Care Hospice is accepting donations of personal care items for hospice patients or residents in local nursing homes to be distributed for Christmas. So to adopt a senior, contact Mandy Lake at 256-339-8474. And warm coats are like warm hugs. Give a kid a hug. Now going on through to January the 15th, donate your clean, gently used winter coats for infants up to age 14. You can drop them off at the Red Door Emporium right there on 4th Avenue.
And I just talked to Mr. Bill, the owner of the Red Door, the other day. He said they still need coats.
Okay.
Take them now.
Okay. Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center is holding a Community Wellness Day on Saturday, January the 3rd from 7 until 1. It's going to be free throughout the day. A health fair with featured speakers on health and nutrition. Free fitness and aquatic classes are available that day. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can send it to our webpage at channel2coleman.com. Give us a call, 256-734-7399, or be a friend on Facebook. Channel 2 Coleman, spell out the number 2. And it looks like Calista Schaefers and Leanne Chambers are having a birthday today. Their name will be put into the drawing where they have that possibility on Friday of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And we would also like to recognize Glenn and Margaret Elliott, who are celebrating their anniversary. Their name will be put into the drawing on Friday where they have that possibility of getting a $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden.
And let's take one last look at the weather today, brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. The high today will be 65 degrees with a 90% chance of rain throughout the day. The overnight low is 60 degrees, and tomorrow looks like we are still going to maintain that 60 degrees for Christmas Eve. But the rain will clear out by Christmas.
It's going to be gorgeous.
No worries about that.
Hopefully.
So everybody stick around because we're going to have Mr. Ronnie Knight play for us, and he's going to play some good songs for us. So don't go away. From everybody here at Channel 2, we hope you have a great day, but stick around because we're going to come right back with some music.
Furnishings is locally owned and operated by Dan Stevens, offering bedroom furnishings including mattresses and bedding, living room furnishings including sofas, loves, and recliners, dinettes, appliances, and more. Not in stock? We'll order it. King mattresses starting at just $5.99, queen mattresses starting at $4.99, and adjustable beds with queen memory foam starting at $14.99. Great prices, brand names, cash or payments, free delivery, $20 for referrals. Located at 315 4th Street Southwest. Call 256-734-4545. We make it easy, you make it happen.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
Yeah, this is a song, as I mentioned earlier, by David Olney on his album When the Deal Goes Down. It's a song called Roll This Stone, and this is for all of you who might make a determination that you need to have some kind of important resolution for the new year. This song is just about backing your ears and going for it. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I don't want your help, I wanna do it alone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm going to the top, from the bottom to the top of the hill. I'm going to the top, from the bottom to the top of the hill. Well, I'm going to the top, from the bottom of the hill. I don't care if it gets me killed. I'm gonna roll this stone. Me and this mule gonna plow this cold hard ground. Till me and this poor mule, we both break down. I dig a hole so deep, I can't get out. Dig a hole so deep, I can't get out. I dig a hole so deep, I can't get out. When I get to the bottom, gonna jump and shout. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. Thank you. It's a David Olney song called Roll This Stone. One of the people that I had the privilege of meeting when I was doing my guitar building thing was a man named Eddie Hinton, who I mentioned earlier. I actually got to meet Eddie's mother later under some really sad circumstances. Eddie had passed away, and actually a lot of the men from the Muscle Shoals Sound music scene first met Eddie Hinton's mother at his funeral, which is a very poignant and sad kind of thing to hear, but one of the things that came out of that was they all instantly loved her, me included. She was just a gracious, great-souled lady. And she later had like a big banquet for Eddie's friends whenever they inducted Eddie into the Alabama Music Hall of Fame. And some of the stories that were told there were just really poignant. And I decided a long time ago that whenever I play, I want to do one of Eddie's songs that his mother really loves. I'm doing this for Miss Deanie Perkins, Eddie Hinton's mother. This is called, and this is a little bit of a Christmas theme because it has to do with the subject of love. And this is the first verse of this song, to me, is some of the finest Alabama red clay poetry, is the way I always describe it. So just listen to the words. There are moonbeams we can dream on when our working day is done. There are stars we can wish upon at the setting of the sun. There are sunsets we can cry over and put our troubles on the run. But more than all these miracles above, all people, we gotta love. Everybody need love, love. Everybody need love, love, love. Everybody need love, 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 love. Just like they need the sun and the moon and stars above. Ain't nobody ever found happiness living their life all alone. I used to go around saying I didn't need nobody to be happy and alone. Then one sad day I found myself in trouble, way down without a friend. And along come the love of a real good woman who said she loved me till the end. Everybody need love, love. Everybody need love, love, love. Everybody need love, 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 love. Just like they need the sun and the moon and stars above. I was walking down the road one day collecting cans for sale. I saw an old man up on the bank by the side of the road. He had a Bible in his hand. He had tears all in his eyes. I said, "Hey, mister, what's wrong?" He said, "Nothing, son. You see, I preach up the road at the Ebenezer Church. Just come out here in the woods today to have me a commune with nature." Then he went on to say, "Son, you see, this thought just came to me." Said, "Everybody need love, love. Everybody need love, love, love. Everybody need love, 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 love. Just like they need the sun and the moon and the stars above." Thank you. That's Eddie Hinton's song called "Everybody Needs Love." Let me grab that cup of water that's sitting right there. Thank you, partner. All right, we're going to shift gears now. I'm going to do an original song. This is a song that I wrote. We were just talking in the room here amongst ourselves about Keith Richards' autobiography called Life. And this song is called Broken Halos. And I wrote this song during the course, I guess, of the early part of this year. And we have not recorded this yet. The Denim Poets haven't recorded it yet, but do it for you now. It's just kind of a thing about life. did not realize we'd have to tear away the veil and see through the disguise. Our poet songs are dried out junkies ringing in our ears. Enlightened rogues and rebels showed us all we now hold dear. Broken halos only crown on the ground. Them broken halos all around. Right in Oswald's bullet train, we crossed the last frontier. In Birmingham, Bull Connor's dogs taught men to live in fear. Freedom ain't so easy in this easy ride of land. The restless kind that turn to crime and steal a winning hand. Gallows humor when they take 'em down. And broken halos on the crown, on the ground. Them broken halos all around. The minotaurs bow down before the shining fatal flower, and she feeds on the dust and crumbs of curved collapsing towers. Every ethnic pours the wine, the ritual begins. You hear them riders on the storm, and the night descends. Broken halos on the crown, on the ground. Them broken halos all around. They're on the ground, on the crown. Them broken halos all around. It's broken halos. Thank you. Going to switch gears here. Just give us just a second to do a little logistical swap out. I want to do a song for you, solo electric, which is probably something you don't see very often. But when I was building guitars, one of the men that I built for was a man named R.L. Burnside. R.L. was a North Mississippi hill country blues man. And when I delivered his guitar to him in his little home there in just outside Holly Springs, Mississippi, he sat down there in the living room with a little bitty amplifier, and he played quite a bit for us. And it was killer, you know. And a lot of the old blues guys would do that. I want to do this song, do this for Megan since she's a Doors fan. I've been thinking about the way art gets made, and specifically, I've been thinking about the role, the dynamic between men and women who are in very intimate relationships as art is being made. I thought, for one, about Dora Maar, who was Pablo Picasso's Weeping Woman, for those of you who know a little bit of art history. But this is a song about Pamela Corson and about Jim Morrison to some extent. It's also about just the general theme of muses and their relationship to the artists that they support. This is called My Sweet Girl. I wanna see, wanna feel, got gotta know if this is real. Come with me to the top of the world. I'll show you things you never dreamed, my sweet girl. Those painted mimes, cross-tainted lines, a million hieroglyphs, scream silent rhymes. Run with me through the gold mine neon swirl, and you'll have things you never dreamed, my sweet girl. This story ends where it begins. The wheel returns and nobody wins. Run with me to the dark side of the world. Immortal blues will cover you. Come with me to the dark side, my sweet girl. Immortal blues will come for you, my sweet girl. My sweet girl, that's one of mine. And if y'all want another one, I can end with an upbeat Muscle Shoals type tune. That's up to you guys. All right, we're going to swap back to acoustic and do that. Anybody that has heard me play at Bob's Open Mic or with the Denim Poets in Huntsville and the Shoals, here at Bob's, we've played at Bob's some, you have heard me play this song. It was actually done as a demo by Otis Redding. Otis Redding was there doing he was at Fame Studio, and he was doing a session with Arthur Conley. They were doing the song Sweet Soul Music, which a lot of the younger folks in our audience won't remember that song, but it was just a great upbeat rock and soul tune that kind of recounted a lot of the different people who had made quite an impact on the soul music scene in the 60s. Anyway, Rick Hall just asked Otis Redding if he would do a demo of this song I'm about to play for you because he wanted to pitch it to Wilson Pickett. Well, Pickett bid on the pitch and he cut it. Later, several years later, Huey Lewis and the News cut it, but nobody ever did it like Otis did it when they were in the studio just kind of piecemealing this together. And some of the people, to get percussion on it, some of them played cardboard boxes. This is just how musical things were in Muscle Shoals. This song is called You Left the Water Running, and it's kind of a payback song. You left the water running when you left me behind. You left all that water running, it's running from these eyes of mine. You turned off the light of love, you left with another guy. You turned off your love for me, forgot to turn off the cry. You forgot to turn off the cry. You pulled the shade way down low, and disconnect the telephone. But these tears running from my eyes, can't turn them off and on. 'Cause baby, you left the water running when you left me behind. You left all that water running, it's running from these eyes of mine. You locked the door and left my heart outside and throw the key away. But you regret, babe, you'll be upset now when you get your water bill to pay. When you get that water bill to pay. 'Cause honey, you left the water running when you left me behind. You left all that water running, it's running from these eyes of mine. You left the water running when you left me behind. Let me tell you that you left all that water running, it's running from these eyes of mine. Well, it's running from these eyes of mine. You left the water running. Some little Muscle Shoals music for you. Y'all have a Merry Christmas here.